Here's something I want you to understand before we get into a single supplement on this list. Supplements are called supplements for a reason. They support a good diet. They don't replace one. If you're eating garbage every day and you're hoping for a handful of capsules, fixing your heart, I want to save you some money right now. It's not going to work that way. But if you've cleaned up your diet, you've worked on it, and you want to know what I personally take to support my cardiovascular health after a double bypass, then you're in the right place. Because today we're talking about supplements as support. Not supplements as a magic fix, but as support. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a cardiologist, but everything I'm about to share with you is based on my own research and my own experience. Talk to your cardiologist before you start any kind of supplement protocol, especially if you're on blood thinners or other cardiac medications. Because some of what I'm going to tell you today, they can interact with those things. That's not a throwaway disclaimer. That's real advice. Now, if you're getting value from this content, hit the like button and let's get to it. So after my double bypass, I started digging into everything I could find, what the heart actually needs to heal and function well. I'd already made the dietary changes. I'd gone low carb, then keto, then eventually carnivore. And I was feeling better, but I wanted to do more. I wanted to give my cardiovascular system every possible advantage. I started working at a health food store years before my bypass. 11 years, actually closer to 15 or so more years before my bypass. So I wasn't starting from zero when it came to understanding supplements. But the bypass, it sharpened my focus. Now, I wasn't interested in general wellness. I was specifically interested in what supports a heart that had already been through the ringer. What I found after a lot of research and a lot of experimentation was a stack of supplements that I believe have made a real difference for me. And I want to walk you through them today and explain why I take each one. Before we get into this list, subscribe to this channel right now if you haven't already. Drop a comment below and tell me what supplements you already are taking or what you're curious about. I read every comment, and if someone in your life is dealing with heart health issues, share this video with them. It could genuinely help them. Let me start with what I call the cardiovascular enzyme group. These are 3 supplements that most people have never heard of, but I think they're some of the most important things to take. The first one is nattokinase. Nattokinase is an enzyme derived from natto, which is fermented soybean product that has been eaten in Japan for centuries. And what nattokinase does is it supports healthy blood flow to help, it helps break down fibrin, which is a protein involved in blood clot formation. For someone who's had a cardiac event, keeping blood flowing freely is a top priority. Maybe number one, probably number one. And nattokinase is one of those tools I use for that. The second one is serrapeptase. This is another enzyme. This one was originally derived from silkworms, which I know sounds kind of strange, but stay with me. Serrapeptase is a systemic enzyme, meaning it works throughout the body. It's known for its ability to help clear out dead tissue, reduce inflammation, and support healthy arterial walls. Sounds good, huh? Some people use it for their joint issues they may have, arthritis. But for me, the appeal was the cardiovascular and anti-inflammatory benefits. The third one in this group is lumbrokinase. Now, this one is even less well known than the first 2. But I find it fascinating because lumbrokinase is derived from earthworms. Yes, earthworms. And it's been studied for its fibrinolytic properties, meaning it helps break down blood clots and supports healthy circulation. It's actually been used therapeutically in some parts of Asia for a long time. I take it as part of my cardiovascular support stack. Now, I want to be very clear. If you are on blood thinners like warfarin or any anticoagulant medication, you need to talk to your doctor before adding any of these three enzymes. They can they can potentiate the effects of blood thinning medications, and that's something to not take lightly. I mean that. Talk to your doctor first, please. Next, I want to talk about what I think of as a circulation and metabolic support group. Aged garlic, particularly the brand Cayenne, is one of the ones I've taken for a while now. Regular garlic is great, but aged garlic has a different chemical profile. The aging process converts some of the harsh components into more stable ones that are easier on the stomach and have been studied for their effect on blood pressure, arterial plaque, and overall cardiovascular health. There's actually a decent body of research on aged garlic specifically for heart health. And like I said, I take the Kyolic, Kyolic brand. Cayenne pepper is something people are often surprised to hear me mention. But cayenne, specifically the capsicum in it, has a long history of use for cardiovascular support. It helps with circulation. It's been studied for the effects on blood pressure. And some research suggests it may support healthy cholesterol levels. I use it in capsule form because honestly, I don't want to be dumping hot pepper into my food for, every meal. Bergamot is something I added more recently. It's a citrus fruit extract. You might know bergamot as the thing that gives Earl Grey tea its flavor. But in supplement form, bergamot has been studied quite a bit for its effects on cholesterol and lipid profiles. Some of the research on bergamot is actually pretty compelling for people who want to support healthy cholesterol levels without relying entirely on statins. Niacin, that's another good one, which is vitamin B3 is another name for it. It is one that's been used in cardiovascular health for a long time now. Niacin has well-established history of supporting healthy HDL cholesterol levels, which is the good cholesterol. High-dose niacin can cause flushing, that warm, red feeling in the skin, which some people find uncomfortable. There are flush-free versions, though the research is more mixed on those. From what I understand, they don't work as well. I actually like the flush. To me, that tells me it's working. So a quick break here. This video is part of a series I'm building around heart health and healthy aging. If you haven't subscribed yet, do that right now and share this with someone in your life who's managing their cardiovascular health. Whether they've had a cardiac event or they're trying to prevent one, the information in this series could make a real difference in their lives. Subscribe, comment, share. I appreciate every single one of you who does that. Now I want to talk to you about what I consider the foundational non-negotiables. These are 3 supplements that I think almost everyone should be looking at, not just people with heart issues. So number 1 is magnesium. And I can't overstate how important this one is. Magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic processes in the body. It plays a role in muscular function, and the heart is a muscle. It plays a role in blood pressure regulation. It plays a role in sleep quality and stress response. And the vast majority of people are not getting enough magnesium from food alone. I take magnesium every day. The one I take in particular has glycinate, malate, and citrate in it. The next one is taurine. it's an amino acid that's naturally concentrated in the heart muscle. And that fact alone should tell you something. Your body puts taurine in your heart for a reason. It plays a role in regulating the electrical activity of the heart, supporting healthy blood pressure, and protecting against oxidative stress in cardiac tissue. If you've had any kind of cardiac event, taurine is one I want you to look into seriously. Now the third one is glycine, and it's a simple amino acid that doesn't get nearly enough attention. Glycine is a building block of collagen, which matters for arterial health. Your arteries need strong, flexible walls. Glycine also plays a role in sleep quality, which matters more than most people realize for cardiovascular health. Poor sleep is genuinely bad for your health. Glycine before bed is something I've found helpful. So how do you think about building your own supplement stack? Here's how I'd approach that if I were starting from scratch. Start with the foundational 3, magnesium, taurine, glycine. These are safe for most people, well researched, and your body genuinely needs them. Then if you're dealing with cardiovascular issues specifically, look at the circulation and metabolic support groups like aged garlic, cayenne, bergamot, niacin. And if you've had a cardiac event and you're working closely with a doctor, have a conversation about the enzyme group, the nattokinase, the serrapeptase, and lumbrokinase, especially if you're taking any kind of blood thinner. Please do that. Don't try to start everything all at once. Add one thing at a time, give it a few weeks, pay attention to how your body responds. And again, if you're on any kind of cardiac medications, loop in your doctor before you do anything else. That's not optional, that's essential. If you like this video, please share, leave a comment below, and tell me which one of these supplements you're already taking or which ones you want to learn more about. I may do a deep dive video into individual supplements based on what you've asked for. Be happy to do that. Subscribe if you haven't already. And the next video I'll be doing after this one will be about exercise, mainly for people over 50, and how to move your body in ways that support your heart health. So that's it for this video, and tune in for the next one on exercise, and I'll see you then.